Ray J been loud lately, like real loud, not on some regular promo run type of noise. Nah, this is different. This is the kind of loud that makes people tilt their head and go, what's he really up to? The man has been out here repping Diddy harder than Diddy reps Diddy. While the music mogul's empire is getting hit from all sides, lawsuits, investigations, the whole internet playing detective, Ray J's been screaming, "Free Puff!" like it's a tour name. And while most of Diddy's so-called industry sons have been quietly backing away, Ray J's been sprinting in the opposite direction. Front row mic on. Loyalty turned up to 11. Now, here's where things get wild. See, Brandy, yes, that Brandy, allegedly stepped in with a shade so slick you almost missed it. Brandy ain't the type to pop off randomly. She's built her whole career on staying polished, professional, far from the mess. So when she drops even the tiniest whiff of a warning, the streets start paying attention. She's the calm in Ray J's chaos, and when that calm starts sending smoke signals, people know a fire might be coming. So what's Brandy allegedly hinting at? That her brother's loyalty might not just be about respect, that maybe, just maybe, Ray J's support for Diddy is part of a bigger, darker play. Cause let's keep it real. Diddy's throne ain't just shaking, it's straight up wobbling. And Ray J, he's standing right underneath it with his arms wide open. In interviews, he's calling himself the new Diddy with a straight face, like, sir, read the room. This man's facing lawsuits that got the FBI interested, and you out here campaigning like it's Bad Boy 2025. And that's the core of the suspicion. Is this loyalty or is this positioning? Ray J has always been a master of staying in the spotlight, sometimes through music, sure, but more often through controversy. You know the list. The infamous tape that jump-started a dynasty, the chaotic reality shows, the sunglasses that don't break. He's always found a way to keep the cameras pointed his direction, even if it meant inviting the mess. Now, fast forward to this Diddy situation. Every time someone brings up Puff's legal drama, Ray J's already got a mic in hand. Puff showed me love when nobody else did, he says. I stand with him. It's giving loyal soldier on the surface, but dig deeper and it's giving heir to the empire. And that's where the whispers start. Because people remember. They remember Ray J's name floating around the Whitney Houston tragedy. Back in 2012, when the music legend passed, Ray J was one of the last people seen close to her. The official reports said accidental drowning, but the blogs, the whispers, the corners of the internet that never forget, they've been side-eyeing Ray J's involvement ever since. Fair or not, his name's been linked to heavy moments, and when you stack that next to Diddy's current downfall and Ray J's front row presence in it all, the conspiracy theorists are practically doing cartwheels. Brandy lived through all that too. Her bond with Whitney was real. So her alleged warning about Ray J's ties to Diddy feels deeper, like she's seen this movie before and doesn't like the sequel. Her subtle distance, her quiet side eye, it's not just about branding. It's about concern, about watching her brother cozy up to something that looks more like a trap than a throne. What really makes people lean in is how calculated this all feels. Ray J's not fumbling through this. He's stepping into the spotlight calling himself the new Diddy, while Diddy himself is being investigated for everything from trafficking to financial fraud. That's not a coincidence. That's either delusion or design. Ray J been chasing legacy for years, not just fame. He already had that. From reality shows to viral clips, from music to messy headlines, Ray J knew how to keep his name alive, but legacy? Pass. That's a different beast. That's about power, about building something that lasts beyond chaos. And if you squint hard enough, you'll see that all his recent moves ain't just about standing next to Diddy. They're about stepping into his shoes. Publicly claiming the new Diddy title wasn't a throwaway comment. It was a statement, a mission, maybe even a warning. And here's the thing, people would have brushed it off if it came from someone else. But Ray J? He's always danced on the line between comedy and calculation. He plays the fool when it works for him, then flips the script the moment it benefits his brand. That's why folks are watching this Diddy connection so closely. Because if this is just loyalty, it's the loudest, most theatrical loyalty the game's seen in a minute. And if it's not, then we're watching one of the most audacious PR takeovers in real time. What's tripping people out though is how Ray J's name keeps popping up in the messiest chapters of hip-hop history. The Whitney whispers never fully went away. That shadow still lingers. Add in the Kim K saga, an entire cultural shift built off a leaked tape, and you start seeing a pattern. Ray J's not just nearby when chaos happens. He's usually right in the center of it. And now, with Diddy's empire cracking at the foundation, here comes Ray J again, smiling, defending, claiming the crown before the kings even step down. And it's not just fans noticing this pattern. The industry is watching too. Brands, labels, execs, these people might smile in public, but behind the scenes, they're careful, they take notes. And when someone starts aligning themselves too closely with a falling star, they get nervous. One special tattoo. Nobody wants to be next to the explosion, especially not when federal heat is involved. That's why Ray J's new Diddy comment sent shockwaves through Hollywood. It wasn't bold, it was borderline reckless. But then again, maybe reckless is Ray J's whole strategy. He's never moved like the rest of them, never followed the polished, play it safe blueprint. He built a tech company off earbuds before it was cool. He turned internet jokes into branding opportunities. He leaned into the chaos and somehow profited from it. That's the part people forget. Behind the jokes and memes, Ray J's been building something, quietly, strategically. So maybe this isn't a collapse, it's a campaign. And while all that noise is swirling, there's Brandy. Steady, poised, legendary in her own right. But the difference? Brandy's career never needed controversy to thrive. But she didn't chase headlines, she chased excellence. So when she allegedly stepped in with that subtle warning, it wasn't just about family, it was about legacy. Hers, his, theirs. Because when your name is tied to someone spiraling into deeper waters, the whole family starts to feel the ripples. What made that moment hit even harder is how little she said. Just a few words. No essays, no clapback, no hashtags, just enough to make people lean in and start connecting dots. That's what made it powerful. Because when the sibling who's known for staying silent finally speaks, it don't sound like drama, it sounds like truth. And it cuts deeper than any headline ever could. So now the question ain't just about what Ray J is doing, it's about how far he's willing to go. Because if he's truly auditioning for Diddy's throne, he better be ready for everything that comes with it. Chaos, whispers, shadows, and all. There's a price to every power move, and Ray J might be learning that in real time. Once you declare yourself the new Diddy, the spotlight stops being your friend and starts becoming your investigator. Every word you say, every room you step into, every hand you shake, it all gets magnified. And with the smoke still heavy around Diddy's name, Ray J's been breathing it in like it's cologne. That's not loyalty anymore. That's bold. Maybe too bold. The streets don't forget, and the internet definitely don't forgive. They're already pulling receipts. Old interviews, party footage, podcast clips. Ray J's face pops up at the wildest parties, always smiling, always posted. And the whispers keep growing louder. Folks want to know, what's he really doing in those rooms? Is he just vibing, or is he playing a bigger role? The way the timelines overlap, the way his name shows up again and again in the background of scandal, it's making people wonder if this is all coincidence, or if Ray J's been studying the Diddy playbook longer than we thought. But here's the kicker. The same chaos Ray J dances in might be the thing that locks him out. Because the higher you climb in this industry, the more the gatekeepers start checking your record. And Ray J's record? Let's just say it's more mixtape than resume. He's got hits, but he's also got headlines. He's got businesses, but he's also got baggage. And the folks with the money, the brands, the networks, the billion-dollar rooms, they don't care about chaos, they care about control. And right now, Ray J's looking like a liability with a spotlight. That's why Brandy's alleged warning hit different. It wasn't just about protecting her own image, it's about reminding her brother that this game has rules, and even if you break them, you better understand them first. Diddy built an empire, yes, but it was calculated. Every deal, every move, every pivot was strategic. Ray J? He's charismatic, unpredictable, entertaining, but is he ready for the weight of what that crown actually means? There's also the emotional piece, because behind all the conspiracy talk, there's still a brother and a sister in the center of this storm. Brandy's the older sibling who watched Ray J crash through scandal after scandal, always surviving, never learning. And maybe this time she saw a cliff coming and tried to send a warning before the fall. Because once the media turns, it doesn't turn back. And once the industry sees you as toxic, you don't get to rebrand, you get replaced. Meanwhile, Ray J keeps doing what he does best, making noise, creating moments, staying visible. But visibility ain't the same as credibility, and if he's really gunning for Diddy's spot, he's not just stepping into a power seat, he's stepping into a cursed throne, one built on lawsuits, silence checks, and decades of secrets. That empire is rotting at the roots, and Ray J standing there with both hands out, ready to catch the crown as it falls. But the question is, does he know what's buried underneath it? What's wild is, Ray J might not even care, because for him, the noise is the brand, the controversy is the currency. He's not trying to play the game like the old heads. He's flipping the table, building a new lane, making himself the story. But if the whispers are true, if this is bigger than music, bigger than business, then Brandy's soft warning might be the last lifeline he gets before the chaos finally swallows him whole. And this time, not even a viral clip might save him.